an organization helping people put their lives back together one step at a time. Let's talk about CityLink.
So we recognize that our community, we just have a tremendous amount of barriers, but we've got neighbors with incredible talent. And so what we exist to do is to create one place where people can walk through one set of doors.
We really focus in on what the client's needs are.
Everyone who comes to CityLink gets started with a service coordinator. That's their one person, their guide to help them navigate what's available at CityLink Center, but also spending time to get to know you.
And even though this is faith-based, all are welcome to come through and help.
Yeah, all are welcome because we are faith-based. And so for us, this is a simple response to our call, love God, love others. And we see no better way to love others than creating a path for people to reach their full opportunity.
My name is Kameesha. I am 34. I'm actually born and raised in Cincinnati. I'm from downtown. I was always a friendly kid. I always just wanted friends. I'm a loving type of person. I have always been like that. I have a brother and a sister. I'm the oldest. Me as a kid growing up, I felt like my mama did her thing. She always told us, go to school, do what it is you need to do to keep a great attitude, show character, I had my first daughter at the age of 15, so she pretty much grew with me. So, I buckled down, I went to school, I did what I needed to do, I went to work afterwards, and once I got home, it was time to take care of that baby. I graduated with honors in high school. I was so excited and I was so proud of myself. I've been working all my life, and I've always been determined. Whatever it is at that moment that I need to get together, I most definitely buckle down to get that. I went to Cincinnati State as well for RN, which is registered nurse, and I ended up hitting a rough patch. 2017, I found out that I was having a son. I was so excited about that. When he got a little bit older, I ended up signing up for cosmetology school. I graduated in 2019. And then after that, I went through a hard rock. Money was getting low. I started feeling like I was in survivor mode. I started feeling like I was just taking jobs just to make ends meet, and I just got tired of doing that. So one day, I was on the phone with a good friend of mine. And she was like, hey sis, somebody just sent me this information. She said, have you heard of CityLink? So I came down here, I did the tour, I talked to Miss Danny. That lady is so nice. Let me tell you, she's a sweetheart. A week later, got my acceptance letter to Making a Change Cincy. Missy Jones is the bomb. Let me tell y'all, that lady, I love her. I love everything about her. I was actually in the second class that they had offered with this new phlebotomy program. When I finally got to meet Miss Candace Jones, that lady is the life of the party. When I came into CityLink, I had it in my head, all my eggs is in this basket. And when my service coordinator came to me, he told me, he said, well, Kameesha, let's get ready to work. What is it that I can do to help things be a little bit smoother for you? When they gave me gas cards, when I just needed to talk to somebody because I was just having a horrible day. He made every last egg that was in that basket count, I tell you that. You come in, you be down, but then you still got somebody just on the side just pushing you, just keep going, just keep going. I was still going to class, and they had open interviews at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. And I got that job that day. I had the biggest smile on my face. When you go through certain things in life, it's just when you finally get the good news, it just changes everything for you. I just needed a little bit of guidance, and CityLink provided that for me. I started, to sit back and think like I need to work on how to budget my money, because I would like to get a house for me and my children that we could say is our own, So I wanted to be able to link with Miss Michelle. So I got to sit down and I got to talk with her. So I had a lot of extra bills, but I ended up cutting them back because I'm on the go, I'm on a mission, and I'm trying to reach for success and I'm trying to reach my goals. So if this is what it's gonna take for me to get there, listen, that's the road that I'm gonna have to take. I wanna break generational curses. My goal is to be able to be stable. You know, I wanna be able to build it to where my kids don't have to work as hard as I did. What you put in is what you're gonna get out. So if you don't put nothing in, you won't get nothing out of it. And that's what I teach my kids. CityLink definitely put a different perspective on me. The programs, the people, the blessings, everything. I appreciate it. It's nothing like just being able to be around some people that you don't even know that's going through hell and high waters for you, because they already there. They want you to be up there with them. And just to come when you having a down day and just come into a building, everybody's like, it just changes your whole mood. I've been at Children's for 3 years. I'm blessed. I am happy. Not everybody cherishes those opportunities, but I do. Because if I would have never walked in that door and took that class, I wouldn't be where I'm at. But I can still come here and get resources and still get help. What else is there that you can ask for? It don't get better than that. It doesn't get better than that, I tell you.
Hi, my name is Dontate. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, born and raised in the Over the Rhine community. Grew up there and went to Tab High School to my 10th grade year. And it was a little challenge for me here and there growing up. Before the high school, I was in and out foster homes. You know, I was used to act out to try to get back home with my mother. And once I got back home and started getting used back to the family, going to school, I was still having them old thoughts in my head when I was gone, and I started back acting out in school in Tab, so they placed me on half days, put me in behavior classes. It was embarrassing, like just growing up, attending friends with, they making fun of me. I used to act out, fight, leave the school. They had to call 2020 on me, juvenile detention. I went there several times. I wanted to do the right thing just for my mother because I knew the struggle that she was going through. So got a job through this temp service at the post office, 2002, led on to my conviction up to 2003 around March or something like that. I was laid off, never drunk or smoked a day in my life, and never did that. I was just into a bar, so I had a fake identification to get into the bar, hanging out with some friends. We met some guys, we were staring at them. So me, I go there, had some little words got heated. I seen the guy reach, and around that time, we had guns. Due to everybody drawing off gun, a detail officer witnessed the scene. They said, we got 9 guys claiming that you guys just aggravated robbery. Well, I said, we denied the robbery from right there, April the 27th, right there, convicted of 9 aggravated robberies. They sentenced me to 24 years in prison. And my only fear was, like me, my mama, we was real close. So my fear was with her. People picking at you, you know, trying to take your stuff. It was tough, just having a lack of communication with the outside family and, you know, just not having the support that you needed. Got into a real big altercation in the gym. They sent me out. Got sent to Lucasville, the max prison. Took me 2 years. I got my high school diploma there while I was inside of the prison. One of the guys said, why you ain't at home? The co-defender, Michi, he's at home. So I had got in contact with the lawyer. 3 weeks, she said, hey, Dontate, guess what? I said, what? I said, got you a court day. So I went to court. Judge like, look at the support you got, the friends, the family. Look at this courtroom. So she was on my side. So I got out September 18, 2022. But the second day, the 19th, I went to temp service. I worked with them for about 4 or 5 months. one of the guys up there working with, like, man, you should try to go CityLink, get you a trade and stuff. When I came the first time coming to CityLink, I felt welcome as they greeted me and sent me to CEO. I had talked to Brand and Courtney. Brand was like, you need something to maintain you, man, to get you started. I got a guy, Mo Muhammad, he's like the manager up there at New Life Furniture Bank, man. I'm gonna reach out and give him a call.
Dontate came to us from CityLink. They asked me if I needed any guys, I did. They sent Dontate up, and Dontate's really awesome. Immediately, he was like the example of what we can use to help us further our goals and mission here at New Life Furniture Bank.
So I've been working with New Life Furniture Bank for like 2.5 years now, and I learned a lot.
So how did you find out about CityLink when you first got out of prison?
I heard about CityLink before I even left prison. They had people come in and talk to us and say, when you get out, come down here. We're gonna help you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so they got that program down there at CEO. I was picking up, did you do CEO?
Yeah.
Picking up trash? Yeah.
It's kind of fun to have a boss that's been through what I've been through.
It was emotional, you know, through the job, like, cause I wanted to get little stuff out of my pocket to some of these families, you know, sleeping on floors, and they cried when we bringing them all these different type of things. So, you know, I gotta give a shout out to New Life Furniture Bank, cause they made a lot of people's life better. I decided to come back to CityLink and had a talk with Brand again, and Courtney overheard the conversation because I was talking about driving. Like, I'm getting good at this box truck thing, driving. You know, by the grace of God, Courtney overheard it, and I, hold on. He talking about CDL program that we here. Gained my CDLs within an 8 weeks frame. Heard about Coca-Cola. I heard that, like, no, they get second chance, they felon friendly. So they gave me the opportunity. I've been with the company for like 7 months. Love it. I do routes, you know, good paying job, 401ks, you know, benefits. And it was just like just being excited, like it's people out here like CityLink, they want to see you do better and help others. So I revisit my neighborhood by going to basketball courts that I used to play on when I was little. I go through there and pass out basketballs to the little kids, go over there and shoot around with them. My journey with the kids right now is to talk more and let them know, like, you worth something. The opportunities you have on these courts, stay on these courts and stay in the school, because I left these courts and ended in a different environment that led me to prison. CityLink, New Life Furniture Bank, and other programs that's helping me be a better person that just want to give now. Everything I said I was gonna do, I did it. I now have a house in St. Bernard, you know, 3-bedroom house. Got 2 trucks, got a car, family, child, Dontate. She great. Now she growing up, she 2 months. She just growing and she look dead on me. Where I see myself and my family in the future is being comfortable. I see myself owning a cleanup business, moving company. Like, just want to thank CityLink and New Life Furniture Bank, you know, for the opportunities they have given me for a career. I think it's gonna be a successful ride. Long as I continue to go down the straight path, which I can see myself, and ain't no more looking back. The past is gone. And so I'm moving forward and keep walking and keep doing what I'm doing.
My name is Kelvina. I'm originally born and raised out here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I actually ran away when I was 13 years old to California. I spent my 16th birthday in juvenile. So I basically stayed in juvenile for about 4 to 5 months until they were able to get in contact with my mom out here. My dad, he's been in jail most of my life. He's been out now for 3 to 4 years. I do not have a relationship with him. I came back out here when I was 24. I think with me running away, it gave me a different perspective, being that I didn't have to sit here and deal with everything that I was dealing with. But what is good is because it allowed me to face some of the things that I was running from. So I really didn't know that I was running and still suppressing until I had to come back out here, face some of the people, face some of the things that had transpired before I had left. So, yeah. I came back out here and I got my high school diploma, and I walked across that stage and I got my degree, and I did it by myself too. And it was hard, especially, you know, I graduated from 8th grade, so that was it. I didn't get no high schooling. After I graduated from getting my high school diploma, I jumped straight into Cincinnati State because I love cooking. I have a passion for it. I wanted to have a trade or a job that where if what I'm doing, I'm giving back. So not only do I want to cook to make money, but I want to have something to where I'm using my money to be able to give back to those who don't have. It's not just about me, it's bigger than me. When I heard about CityLink and I first got here, I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. You know, I was just very nervous because it was a new environment, something new for me. So, you know, you're always scared when something new has come about. When I got into the culinary class and the training program itself, yes, I really did thought I knew a lot of stuff, but there were some things that I was missing out, like on the basics. So I didn't just get skills from it, I was able to obtain a serve safe. So that allows me to be able to be in the kitchen to safely serve the food. I can safely keep it clean. I know exactly what it is that I'm doing. I have the skills and the knowledge to handle that. Where I work at now at Southern Grace, I graduated the week before and I got the interview like the next week I was there. And then after that, I was promoted to the lead cook in the back, like the lead chef, make all the food, prep it, do the catering orders. So I obtained that position from here. So it opened up a door for me to where it's like I have a family. Like I feel like I have a job with a family. My boss is amazing. Everybody loves Miss Nikki. If you're having a problem, she'll sit with you, you know, talk, she'll pray for you. She's a God-fearing woman, and I just love it. Being here, it helped me out so much. And I'm gonna go to Pastor James. He taught you how to not react. So I've learned how to respond. And that's one of the greatest gifts that I could have learned from CityLink. When I first started down here, I did have a job, but I didn't feel like I was able to advance. I felt like I was being stuck in one position and I wanted to grow. So during the time down here at CityLink, I had time to have personal conversation with a few people, and one of the people being is one of my culinary chefs is Miss Lindsay. Oh my gosh, I was having such a rough day with my job and I was ready to just throw in the towel, and I just was breaking down, and when she saw me breaking down and ready to throw in the towel, she didn't leave me in that classroom. She sat with me while I cried, and she, you know, asked me, is it okay if I give you a hug because I feel like you need one? And I really did. That's called going above and beyond, because I was so out of it, like I really was, and I appreciate her. And then Miss Charlotte, my coordinator, they all just stayed they're hands-on, and it's a lot of places they say where I'm gonna be hands-on with you, I'll be there for you, but you don't hear from them. I had been back down here to speak for another class that graduated, and it was just an honor for them to choose me. That lets me know that they seen me in the inside and not just what was on the outside. They took the time to really get to know who I was. Came down here, they said, well, you can get a job by being here. We have different placements and everything. So that's one thing that I didn't let go past, so I allowed, you know, them to send my resume out. And that's when I got with Southern Grace. So I was going to school here and working at the same time. So I would come to school, get right out of school. I had 30 minutes to get on the other side of town. I used to ride the red bike. What I see for myself is to be able to have more knowledge of the chef business and cooking and in the kitchen, and also be able to do private chefing in people's homes. Not only that, I want to be able to figure out how I can get a nonprofit organization for myself and a food truck. I want to be able to get in that truck and go to any event that they're having across the world so I can spread and share the love of my food. Yes, I just want to give back is one of my main things. What I would share with someone that's floundering right now that needs some stability is to go for it. Don't be afraid of change. You know, it can be hard, but it's also good for you too. There's a lot of great things that come with change and allowing something new. And then also just allow people to help you. A lot of us are afraid to get help, but do what's best for you. You have to be good within in order for you to be good for everybody around you. So take care of self. Self is important. A lot of people didn't get to hear that growing up. Yeah, that important part was something for me, because, you know, when you don't get to hear that you're important, or, you know, that people really care about you, you find yourself wondering, am I loved, or am I cared about, or am I, you know, where did it even still be here? And this is a lot of reason why a lot of people, they had those suicidal thoughts, or they don't want to fight for themselves because they feel like nobody is fighting for them. But in reality, it's always somebody fighting for them, because God fights for them, even when nobody else does. And you just gotta trust and believe that things will get better, because I never thought in a million years that I'd be sitting here, right here, being able to tell a little bit of my story. But by the grace of God, I'm here. I was able to come here. I graduated. I came here. I was working that job I did not want to work. I ended up having 2 jobs at one time. We graduated the week later. I still was working both of them. And then I quit the other job and I stayed at Southern Grace, and then she promoted me the next week. I've grown now, you know, I'm 34 years old, so, you know, and I didn't even think I'd be seeing 34. So to be able to be here, to even have my high school diploma, I have my own apartment, you know, I pay all my own bills, like all the stuff that's in there, I purchased it myself. I'm not surviving anymore, I'm actually living.
When you get to celebrate with someone along the way, there's something really special about being able to come alongside someone in big and small ways and cheer them on.
I just graduated from Perscalis, and I've been taking advantage of changing gears and smart money. To me, CityLink is more than just a building, it's a community. It's an amazing organization of family and friends.
I took advantage of construction training program. CityLink means to me family. They really are my family.
CityLink Center means everything to me. I accomplished a lot of goals here.
CityLink Center means love to the community.
Here at CityLink, I did the Changing Gears program. CityLink means to me just a life-changing experience.
This program is all about getting your life back together.
I think that CityLink helps the community by giving people a second chance and helping people build new skills.
It means a future. It gives me hope.